Boom.
I gotta stretch a bit, so.
Let's see if we can pick up the cracks.
No, I already did that, so it won't happen again.
Oh.
It takes time. It has to recharge.
Recharge. Has to re-old itself.
Re-stiffen.
Re-stiffen.
All right. Hey guys. Did see you there, because this is an audio thing that we're doing, but then again, could never see you to begin with. But
yes,
this is just a small thing we were gonna try, where we're gonna sit here and because I wanted to get some thoughts out about various games, various topics, and so because this is the first one, we wanted to do Smash Ultimate first.
Okay.
Because Smash Ultimate is a game that we both play to quite a extensive degree. Like, we play it a lot.
Yes.
I know I only play a couple of characters. I only play maybe 4. I know you play half of them because that's how it always ends up for you.
I always play multiple characters because I don't like to stick with a few or else I get boring. Personally.
Yeah, but, we all have like that one character that's like not very good, but is very like the most fun character to play.
Puff.
Oh, for me it's Mac. For me it's Little Mac. Like, even though Mac sucks, but I love playing as Mac. It's so much fun.
I mean, Puff's not very good either, but it's always fun. I even put it on the group where they asked why you who's your main and why you play them. My reasoning was that Puff was the worst. So I always found it funny to beat someone who plays either like extensively or in a competitive way. Beat them with the worst character in the game. Be like, yeah, I can do it. Like, or be like, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. And then I didn't play her in Brawl. And then in Smash 4, one of my friends I didn't play Puff when Smash 4 first came out. So he ended up daring me because you would usually beat him. So he ended up daring me. We did a 50 stock match. He's like, I want you to play Puff. And I was like, okay. And then I found it so much fun that I ended up just sticking with it.
So originally in Smash 4, you weren't going to play Puff.
Yeah.
Where you're only going to play her in 64 and Melee.
Yeah, I was only gonna stick with 64 and Melee since I didn't play her in Brawl. Then I'm just like, I won't play her this time.
Did you just like didn't feel like playing Puff anymore for Brawl? Like, did you even try her?
I did, but I had that Melee stigma where it's like I can't really do anything I do in Melee in Brawl, so I just won't play her.
Yeah, it's kind of always that way. I'm trying to think. In 64 I played Link. Like Mario, just because Mario was the one that I stuck with, just because I would always do down air into down B, which is a bunch of multi-hits which did massive damage. That was mainly why I played Mario, was because it's very easy to do that. Because that's an easy, like, probably like 20 or 30 damage, just like off the bat, maybe more. I don't know. I don't remember the exact number, but I used to do that a lot with Mario. It's just down air into down B, and it like always worked. Hurricane!
Hurricane!
And then Link's just fun, just because I like he's the only character that has like crazy items that you can use, because I'm a very defensive player. So being able to put up like a wall is how I play the game, and you can only do that with Link in 64. Right. Melee, I only play Luigi because I like sliding around when you wave dash. He slides around like crazy, it's very fun. So I just love that. Brawl, I played Falco, and it was only because I knew the chain grab with him. So, where you can down throw and then dash forward into another grab, and like you can grab them during hit stun, so you can just keep doing that until they go off the stage. Like, I learned how to do that with Falco, and so that was why I played him.
Right.
Otherwise, I just picked Meta Knight because Meta Knight's better than everyone else, and everyone else picked him anyways. So, and I also played Toon Link because I was better in free-for-alls with Toon Link than Falco, because my Falco was more of a one-on-one kind of guy.
Right.
Smash 4, I think I just ended up with Mac just because I was playing around with everybody. In Smash 4, I had mained almost every character for at least 2 weeks. I would play one character and then see how I felt with them. And Mac was one of the ones I always went back to just because he was fun and not because he was good. Because he wasn't good, but he's very fun. I liked being able to run around. I like how he can endure attacks with their smash attacks. It's almost like the parry in Ultimate, where
Right.
like you can use a smash attack and like if you get hit before the punch comes out, he'll endure the hit and still do the smash attack. It's just very fun. Like learning to time that and getting people with the KO punch just like by surprises is great. I don't know. It's fun. I love running around with him and stuff. Mac Dittos are great because they can be really funny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then in Ultimate, I just stuck with Mac because Mac doesn't go into freefall after side B in Ultimate, which is nice. Although, I don't like that he is the only character that does not get his side B back if he gets hit in the air. Because everyone else gets it. Because Diddy gets his monkey flip back, Incineroar gets his grab back. Peach and Daisy can use it all they want.
Yeah, after the end lag, or if they get hit, they can
just do it again. And like Luigi can use his green missile continuously. Captain Falcon gets his side B, although he goes into free fall, so it's not worth using.
He goes into free fall afterwards, so you wouldn't see anyone doing
Puff
that.
could pound like there's no tomorrow. Mac only gets one haymaker, and if he gets hit, you don't get another one. So I really want them to fix that. Like even like just I feel like it would help a lot if he got his haymaker back if he got hit.
Yeah.
It would be great. It would make him better, maybe only slightly, but it would be better.
I feel like he would. I feel like, well, since most if not all tier lists are putting him as worst character in game, I feel like if they did, he would still be considered worse than whoever they put in front of him, just not as worse.
I feel like most people consider. Obviously, everyone considers Mac bad because he is. Mm-hmm. Which, like I said, is fine by me. I don't care because I love playing him, so I don't care how bad he is. A lot of people say Kirby is garbage. A lot of people say Puff's garbage.
Yeah.
A lot of people say Bowser Jr. is garbage.
I can't agree with that. I'd have to say.
You do agree?
I don't.
No?
I don't say Bowser Jr. is as bad as everyone thinks.
I kind of don't either.
It is. I think it's mainly because his down special doesn't go through shields.
Well,
So
yeah, that's
so
one thing.
So it doesn't just like walk back.
Did it in 4?
Yeah, because if someone were to guard it, then if like it hits someone's shield and they kept holding it, then it would just pass right by them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and this one it just falls over, and then you can pick it up.
And then yeah, you can pick it up.
Huh. I've forgotten that. Although Bowser Jr., one thing with him is his up special. Like he die if you gimp it correctly, he just dies. Because like, you know, when he jumps out of the car, if he gets hit, like shortly after he jumps out of the car, he just doesn't get it back.
Yeah, but if the car doesn't explode before he gets hit, then he won't get it back.
Yeah, then you just die.
The thing with Smash 4, I did just recently realize that if you did like up special and you got hit, then the car exploded, you do have to wait a second, but if you hit shield, then it'll come back.
Is that not the case in Ultimate?
That's not the case in Ultimate.
Oh, okay. Why would they like nerf a very easy to gimp recovery like that though? That's the thing. It's like, why would they do that?
Yeah, so
it's already a problem that you're just dead if you get hit. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of the time, if you get hit too soon, you just die. So I don't know why they would make that worse.
And if you're too close, then it won't ledge cancel.
Yeah, that's the case for a lot of characters though.
Yeah,
like for most characters, I feel like if you're too close to the ledge, you will just go past it. That's pretty normal, but I don't understand why they would nerf a special jump that already wasn't the best to begin with.
Right.
Okay. Well, one of the things that I actually wanted to discuss is Marth, because he doesn't work the way he's supposed to. That is a big problem.
And that's why nobody picks him.
That's why a lot of people don't play him. Although MK Leo did do a tournament where he played Marth and he like wrecked house, but
I mean, it is Leo, so
yeah, I know. It wasn't the character; it was the fact that MK Leo is an incredible Smash player. So, but yeah, he essentially the biggest issue with Marth is that his tipper is not a tipper. Like, it's very inconsistent. It doesn't work the way it's supposed to, like it did in Brawl and 4. Like, it just doesn't work. It doesn't tip. It's more like a very weak critical hit. It's how it appears to me. Because it's kind of like Hero, whereas Hero has like his critical hit that like greatly increases everything. Marth's is to a much smaller degree, but it's still just as random.
And it works on every move.
Yes.
To Hero with
whereas,
smash.
yeah, with Hero, it's only with Hero smash attacks, whereas with Marth, every move can critical hit. That's kind of how I see it. I see it as Marth has like a very weak critical hit.
Right.
But you know what's weird is that Link has a tipper. With like regular Link, if you can space out like your forward smash, you will hit the opponent far away, like further away than normal with it. With like the first hit, if you like space it properly. So Link has a tipper.
Lucas has a tipper.
Does he?
Forward smash. If you space it properly, hit him on like the edge of the stick, it does more damage than normal.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why.
Why doesn't Marth have one though? Why doesn't Marth's work? Like, also, something else that I have theorized, but I haven't gotten around to testing, is I think Marth's forward smash does not reach where it should. Because I think Roy and Lucina reach further than him.
Roy's does reach farther than Marth's.
Which doesn't make sense.
But, you know, it's not like you get rewarded for that. You just wet noodle slap.
Yeah,
people.
you just hit him with a pool noodle.
But yeah, that is true, because if you're on the battlefield platforms and you stand on the edge, then Marth will forward smash and not hit, and Roy will wet noodle slap him.
I think Marth would miss Lucina, but I think Lucina hits Marth. I'm not 100% on that, though. I would have to test it, but I'm pretty sure Lucina's forward smash reaches slightly further than Marth's does, which doesn't make sense, because that shouldn't be the case.
Right.
Also, if you do stand, like, just far enough away that Marth's forward smash will hit, you will not get a tipper.
Yeah,
like, at least half the time you won't get a tipper. Which is exactly how you should get one. It's like, if you're the perfect distance away, if you can space perfectly, you would get tippers. And, like, in Smash 4, MKLeia would, like, tipper combo people out the wazoo, dude. Because he was, like, perfect at spacing with him. So you could just do, like, a forward tilt tipper into, like, a forward smash tipper and would, like, wreck people. It's crazy. But you can't do that in this game because it's so RNG now. Like, it's very random. You just have to swing, and if you get it, then cool. So, that's...
I feel like since they got rid of Tipper, Marth's gimmick isn't really present anymore.
No, it's not.
So he's just a generic sword guy now.
Yeah, pretty much. He's just become a generic, another sword character. Which, it is very possible that in the future they will fix him. But, for right now, he is just another sword dude. He's like the most basic sword dude. Yeah. Besides, like, Milquetoast Lucina, who's very boring.
Who's literally very basic.
Which is weird, because they say that she's got quite a personality in the game. It doesn't show at all in this game. She's very boring.
I guess, because, well, I mean, in the game, I guess.
I didn't really play Fire Emblem Awakening.
I didn't really pay attention to her.
Oh,
I was more interested in other characters than Lucina.
Yeah.
Because I know Lucina, she did, like, put her hair back so it wasn't, like, down, to make her look more like Marth, and then she also wore a mask saying that she was Marth.
Yeah, that was like her alter ego,
and then
that she called herself Marth.
Yeah, and then eventually in the storyline you find out that that's not her true identity, and then she reveals herself as Lucina, as Crom's daughter. Mm-hmm. So it eventually gets to that part. That's like halfway through. But at that point I'm just like, I don't care. I have other characters that I care more about than Lucina.
Like Robin.
Yeah, Robin.
Who won't put his or her hood up, which I think would be a cool alternate costume. Right?
Too close to the Organization 13. They're not going to do that.
Well, he had it up in the trailer for Smash 4 when Lucina was getting her ass kicked by Captain Falcon, and then he just like appears and his hood's down, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then he puts it up, and then he puts it down, and then you can't put it back up. I was like, it should be like Mac, where you can like choose to not take the sweatshirt off as a costume, which is cool.
His intro is weird when he does that.
Yeah, because he just like flails around as opposed to just like doing like a walking like shadow boxing and then throwing the sweatshirt off. He just does like random flailing punches. This is kind of funny. But yeah, I guess another thing is the whole like banning characters thing that's going around like a lot. There's been talk, well, I mean, there hasn't been talk, like it actually happened, that there was a tournament where they banned Hero. But for that, I think it was in France.
Oh yeah, France and Australia, sorry.
But
not in the UK.
The reasoning for it, like I don't know if they used this reasoning, but the reasoning for banning Hero makes sense, is because of the language barrier. because at that tournament there would be numerous people that speak numerous languages, and those people also don't speak some languages, which puts you more at a disadvantage to fighting Hero than you think if you don't know what commands he's given, because it's supposed to be like, it's supposed to kind of make it fair that like when Hero pulls up his commands, he can see them, but everyone fighting him can see them too. So it at least gives you an idea, and you can play more defensively based on the decisions he's given. However, if it's in a language you don't understand or can't read, that puts you at quite the disadvantage, because then you're like, I don't know what he can do. I don't know what could happen. I feel like that just puts you at a disadvantage, which until we figure out a way to get around that, I feel like banning Hero at tournaments like that makes sense. Because it's one thing if you have like a regional, because then obviously you all speak the same language for the most part, unless you've got like, you know, like foreign exchange people that like come to America or whatever, or like come to another country, like to Europe or whatever, and they speak, and they're not very fluent in English. I mean, that would be one thing. That would be just based on your TOs that would decide that. But like for regionals, generally you all speak the same language, so it's fine for Hero to be in the game.
Right.
But when it comes to major tournaments where you have so many different languages like going around, and a lot of people in the tournaments can't even talk to each other because they speak different languages or are not very fluent in other languages, and that's the whole issue with him. Now the other thing is that the same tournament said that they ban all future DLC. So Banjo is the last DLC character that is allowed to be in a tournament. All the future ones will automatically be banned.
About that is after they did the tournament where they banned Hero, and they did say that all future DLC would be banned, but then shortly after they did say that future DLC ban was lifted.
Oh, okay. So they changed their mind on that?
Thing. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good, because that is very unreasonable.
And as far as I'm aware, Hero is still banned in France.
Which is fine. I was going to say, which is fine. But I just felt that banning all future DLC, like, of characters that are going to come out, like Terry, who I'm excited for. Because Terry is, like, the character I've always wanted, but I never thought would be in the game. Mm-hmm. Just because I love King of Fighters. I think they're so much fun. But yeah, banning all future characters is ridiculous. Like, you don't know what they can do. Terry could end up being a character like Banjo, where he doesn't have much of a gimmick. He just feels like a normal character. Or like Piranha Plant, who just feels like a normal character. Where it's not like they don't have a gimmick like Hero or Joker.
Right.
And it's like, banning a character like that is not cool. So, like, you shouldn't do that. It's just ridiculous. At least it is that way to me, so.
Well, thankfully they lifted it, so.
Alright, well,
I mean, don't worry too much about that.
Yeah, well, I guess since that's not a thing, I guess I can just, like, kind of cross that discussion out, because that was kind of the thing I wanted to talk about, but, you know, now we can't, because it's fine. Alright, I guess the last thing I had was, this whole, like, Smash leak pandemonium that's going on.
The Smash leaks?
There's a lot of them. And I mean, a lot.
Because everyone and their grandma's doing it.
Yeah, everyone in the world apparently has leaked information about
Season 2
upcoming characters. Not even Season 2, just the next one. Like the 5th character that hasn't been announced yet. Apparently everyone knows who it is.
I keep forgetting Terry's not the 5th character.
No, he's
like I keep thinking Piranha Plant was first, so I'm thinking Terry was last.
Yeah, no, Piranha Plant didn't count because Joker was first. But yeah, so a lot of people are saying Gino, which I don't know, because I guess just based on the pattern that's been going on with the characters, we have Joker, Hero, Banjo, and Terry, who are all characters of franchises that have never been in Smash before.
And Gino's Mario.
Gino would technically count as a Mario character. Which, I mean, Piranha Plant was a Mario character, but he wasn't part of the Fighter's Pass. In which, like, all these brand new characters and new franchises that bring these worlds together, as Sakurai said during the Banjo demonstration, was that Smash is basically like the ultimate game where you can bring so many worlds together. Which would not happen if you brought in another Mario character, since Super Mario RPG is the only game Gino's been in. He's only been in games with Mario. He's never had his own game. He's never appeared in any other like Square Enix game or anything. So I feel like it doesn't fit. Another character people have been saying is Sora, which does fit. I don't know if that's going to happen though, because I don't think that they've ever actually like planned that out. At least I don't think that will happen as the 5th character. It could happen in the future with any of the other ones, but the one after Terry I do not think will be Sora.
Probably not.
I wouldn't think so. And I know that the 5th character after Terry I do not think will be an Overwatch character, because I know Blizzard's been like up Nintendo's ass about getting an Overwatch character in Smash.
So everyone's speculating like Tracer, because everyone knows Tracer.
It could happen. It very well could happen, because after the 5th character, we don't know how many more there's going to be. They just said there would be more, but they didn't say that there would be a second Fighters Pass. They didn't say if it would only be like 1 or 2 more. Like, they didn't say. They just said there would be more. So at the very least, we know there will be at least 1 more character after whatever character comes out after Terry. We know there will be at least 1 more, which I doubt it would only be 1, but they, like I said, they didn't say how many it would be. So if it is only 1, it could be Sora, it could be Tracer, I'll just say Tracer, it could be Gino, because they also didn't put any type of like speculation over the other characters. It's only for the first Fighters Pass they said that it would be characters that would help bring new worlds together and be of representation. Characters that have not been represented in Smash Brothers, I think was what they said. I don't know if they said characters or franchises, but
I believe it said franchises not yet represented in Smash.
Yeah, so the 5th DLC character, I do strongly believe will be of a series that has not had a playable character in Smash. At least for the character after Terry.
Well, since they said characters that don't have already franchise representation, does that make Monster Hunter off the list then? Because of Rathalos? Because Rathalos is the boss?
I'm not sure, just because although Rathalos obviously does represent Monster Hunter, not only is he the only thing that represents Monster Hunter, so Monster Hunter does not have a playable character. So I don't know if that counts.
Right.
In which also Ultimate is the first game with Monster Hunter as a representation. So like I said, I'm not sure if that counts. I don't know. My get, if I had to pick an answer, I would say, is Monster Hunter possible? No. If I had to pick an answer, I would say no, because of Rathalos, because they already have Monster Hunter representation in the game. As much as it hurts me, because as someone who played quite a bit of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, I love Monster Hunter. She was one of my favorite characters in that game. And I would love for her to be in Smash. But if I just had to wing it and take a guess, I think because Rathalos already represents Monster Hunter, I don't think, at least not for the character after Terry, I don't think it would be Monster Hunter.
Right.
So now the question is, who could it be? Because also, don't think it would be Bandanity. I also think Bandanity would be a very stupid choice.
Open, yeah.
I think. That's just me personally. I know people do like him, and it would be cool to have another Kirby character. I feel like they could pick a better one than him, though.
I would have to.
As long as they don't pick Gooey, because I don't like Gooey.
Oh, Gooey.
I'm not a fan of him.
Well, I mean, since they're both Kirby, it can't be them. Or at least
I'm just saying that if they were going to put another Kirby character in the game, I would not want them to pick Bandanity, because I feel like they have so many better choices than him. Yeah. I don't want them to pick Gooey either, but I'm biased because I don't like Gooey, but...
I would have to jump on the Rayman bandwagon for last character.
Yeah.
I would have to say Rayman, but not because of the goddamn like frozen in the battlefield background.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Oh look, Rayman.
Yeah,
It's like
no,
Rayman is not there.
Yes, he is.
There is no
He is
Rayman.
there. They have like the same color palette. It's got like a purple tint and it's got like a beige colored tint and it's got like the white gloves and everything. He's been there the whole time.
There is absolutely no way.
He's been analyzing all of the battlefield fights, so that way he could become he could be the next Smash 4 Bayonetta.
I will eat my socks if Rayman gets announced and he jumps out of that ice. I will eat my socks.
Oh, I would probably I'd probably have a heart attack with excitement if the next character was Rayman and they made him break out of the ice. I would probably scream for the first time in my life. And I don't scream ever, but I probably would if they did that because I would be so excited.
I would turn on the grill, I would throw my socks on it and be like, I guess this is what I get.
I'll videotape you and you have to play it on your channel. I'm holding you to that right now. Is that what we're going to do? Is that we're going to cook your socks. I'm going to videotape you eating them. I'll
hold myself to that. Yeah. Okay.
Well, we have audio proof. We have
calling
proof.
Calling it right now. It's only going to happen if it happens. If Rayman is 5th character and he bursts out of the ice. If Rayman is 5th character and he doesn't burst out of the ice, it's not happening.
All right.
He has to burst out of the ice.
So both criteria has to be met.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll eat my
In that case, I do highly doubt that would happen, but I would love for that to happen. I would love to not even for the you eating your sock. I would love it. I would love it because I think that would be a really cool trailer.
Yeah.
I think it would be great.
Or just have like a random match on Battlefield or whatever, and like either the match could be going on,
or
if the match could just be
Mario, Link, Pikachu, and Kirby because that's like their generic like trailer free-for-all characters.
And then you get like a lum just flying out of nowhere.
And then like the battlefield, and then you get like an earthquake, and they'd be like, huh? What's going on? And then you just hear like cracking, and they would look over at the ice in the background, and it'd be like... and then Rayman jumps out. It'd be like, showtime!
He'd be like, it's showtime!
Yeah, like Snake yeah, you know, because Snake did that.
Yeah, because there was just a box in the middle of Battlefield, and they were fighting.
Yeah, but the box also... didn't that trailer come out before the game did?
Yes.
Okay. I was gonna say because there was no box in the background.
There's like I want to say like half a year before it came out.
Something like that. I don't remember, but it was just like. But I also loved that trailer too, where it was just wasn't it just Mario's codec thing that you get, or was it like different?
No, it was
Did they have different dialogue?
Yeah, it was a custom dialogue that they had just specifically for the trailer.
Was it?
And then they also released the Mario codec. I think on Smash Dojo back when that was a thing, and they were hinting towards that. Everyone has a codec. Everyone has a codec if you do this at Shadow Mo's Island. Here's an example. And then they did the Mario, and then they had a cutscene of. There wasn't like Snake or anything or any of the battlefields. It was just Snake and Colonel with the text and the Mario's picture above it and all that stuff. They even have it on the Brawl extras. You can watch it.
Yeah.
But it is just the Mario codec.
I loved that trailer. Snake at the end, it was awesome. Also, two things. One, I find it kind of weird that they just copy and pasted all the codecs into Ultimate. I understand why they did it though.
Because it's not like they're gonna like re-record anything.
They wouldn't have to use the same people and re-record for the other like 30 or 40 characters in the game. Come up with like new dialogue and stuff for them.
I thought they would like copy paste like from Brawl. I wasn't really too mad about it, but I thought they would actually like custom make more codec stuff for the new characters.
No, that's what I'm saying is that I'm not surprised that they didn't do that. Because that would be a tremendous amount of work that they would have to do for like other voice actors and characters that aren't in the game.
Right.
Whereas unlike Palutena's Guidance, where it's Dark Pit and Palutena for the most part, Viridi's there too, but Viridi's the only character that's not in the game that has dialogue there, but Dark Pit and Palutena are all characters already in the game. So it's like the voice actors and stuff are already there, which I guess is a reason why the DLC characters don't have any guidance, because they don't have to like recall the voice actors.
I mean, they did that in Smash 4 too with the DLC characters. They didn't
Yeah, they didn't get anything.
They didn't get anything
But
special.
now you can see them in Ultimate. Like, Lucas has one now, and Mewtwo has one now, and Cloud has one now, and Bayonetta has one now.
And then, Ryu, Cloud, Roy, Lucas, Bayo. All the previous DLC characters from Smash 4 has one, and then all the new characters that they put in that appeared in Smash Ultimate get one.
And Piranha Plant gets one.
And then Piranha, yeah.
But Joker and Onward do not get one.
Sad.
Which is
That's alright.
yeah.
Because I would love to see.
Ryu got one too.
Yeah, I was like, I would love to see. I would love to see like Palutena and them like interact with like other Persona characters that happen to appear during that. Like that'd be kind. I thought that would be kind of cool.
If they could like get other Persona characters in there. You know, there's a YouTube channel that like created their own dialogues for it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do.
They do a pretty good job. I think they're pretty good. Like, obviously, like, they're different voice actors, so the voices aren't on point. They're pretty close, though. Viridi's is really good. But, like, obviously you can tell that they're different people. But they do a good job. They also did one where they did it with Hades instead of Palutena. I haven't watched them yet, but I saw that. I was like, that seems interesting, because I don't know how familiar you are with Kid Icarus Uprising.
I'm familiar with Hades.
Oh, okay. Because Hades was hilarious in that game. He was a really good character. That game was great, so.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, so I guess we can go back to what we were saying before, which is what characters you think could be after Terry.
Rayman.
Yeah, it's because there's Rayman. Rayman could. I'd want Klonoa. I don't know if that could happen. But I think it would be great.
I'm not sure if that'd be able to do that.
I don't know either. I think that'd be great. It could be some random franchise that no one's ever like thought of. I know a lot of people are saying like Doom Guy. I like calling him Doom. I grew up calling him Doom Guy. I know his name is Doom Slayer now, but I still call him Doom Guy.
Yeah, Doom Guy 2016.
Which I feel like would be weird to have a dude who just like guns out the wazoo, like
brutally murders everything.
Well, I mean, yeah, kind of. I mean, Snake kind of kills people, or can, and Bayonetta, well, I mean, she doesn't fight people. She fights, like, other demons and angels and whatnot. But
I was gonna say, I guess Snake, it's sort of like, I guess he's a pass, because it's like, you don't really have to. Whereas Doom, it's like, you kind of have to.
Well, I mean, you're still killing, like, demons and stuff, so you're not fighting, like, people. It's not like they're getting, like, CJ from San Andreas. Where you can just kill people for fun.
Yeah.
And then you can just like, and then it's victory theory, just like, let me get 2 number 9s.
It's Big Smoke, it's not CJ.
Yeah, I know, it'll just be them in the car.
That's the car just sitting there in the middle of nowhere. It's like, the winner is I'll have 2 number 9s. CJ, number 9 large.
Oh, God. It would be funny, you know, it would be funny if you could do that, and then it would just be Big Smoke would be like, let me get 2 number 9s, and then you have Mr. Game & Watch just both do Judgment, and they both get 9.
Yeah.
You want to? I got 2 number 9s for you.
I'll have 2 number 9s.
Oh, man. But yeah, no, like, things like that, as interesting as they would be, seem very not possible. Because I know back in the day, Nintendo was very against GTA for how violent it was. Mm-hmm. Like, they didn't like it. They were like, they weren't really fans of open world games where you could just run around and kill people for fun.
Right.
I don't know how they feel about it now, but I know back in, like, the GTA 3 days, they were not a fan. They were like, oh, no. Like, they talked to Rockstar about changing it, and Rockstar said no. So it just didn't go on a Nintendo platform.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know of any other... I'm trying to think of, like, other characters. Like, Namco needs another character.
I know for Namco you wanted Cosmos.
I want Cosmos. I think Cosmos would be fantastic. But then again, I'm biased, and I do love Cosmos because Xenosaga is a really good game.
Yeah.
And Cosmos was my favorite character, and I want her in the game. Because she's Namco, so they totally could. It could happen.
Yeah.
I know Capcom's got 3, Konami's got 3. Namco's only got 1. Sega technically has 3, because they published Persona 5 and Bayonetta. So they technically both count as Sega. Even Rare's got 1.
Well, the thing is with that, would Banjo be considered rare even though Microsoft published it?
He'd be rare.
So wouldn't Joker be under Atlas and not Sega?
Who cares about Atlas?
Everyone cares about Atlas.
Yeah,
They're the
no,
reason why Persona exists.
Yeah, I'm kidding. Well, then Bayonetta would count as Platinum Games.
Where do people...
Because Sega published it, but Platinum Games made the game.
Right.
And then Terry's SNK, so...
Yeah.
They all need more characters. Every company
more
deserves
SNK reps?
3 characters.
More SNK reps. Like if they were to... Let's say they put Geese Howard in it, like everyone else with their games, they put Geese in it.
Yeah, like
the trailers that the note comes back and lands on Geese, and he's like on the ground after Terry's... He's like on the ground.
I don't think they would pick
Terry's
another
thing.
King of Fighters character. I think they would pick other franchises. Like they could pick Marko from Metal Slug.
That's what I thought it was going towards. Because when it went to like Neo Geo, I'm just like, is this Metal Slug? Are they picking Marko from Metal Slug?
That would be cool. So I think it would be cool to have like Metal Slug in another fighting style game that's not Neo Geo.
Where it just shows them like saving somebody and they're like, thank you, and then they like take their thing out and the note comes out and then they salute and run off.
See, that's really cool. That would be cool. And then it's like Final Smash is they just summon the Metal Slug. Or it would probably be like some cinematic or something.
Yeah, then you probably have to like hit them with something.
Get attacked by Mars people.
Mars people. Ooh. Like SNK cross Street Fighter. SNK cross Capcom.
SNK.
I guess K versus Capcom where they put
SVC Chaos.
SVC, yeah.
Yeah. Where you can play as Mars people, but Marco's not in the game. You can only play as the Mars people.
Right.
Which is very weird. But Neo Geo Battle Coliseum, they're both in it.
Yeah.
Heavy machine game. Although Marco's very strange to play. He's a little weird. That game in general.
I was gonna say if I ever played it, I'd main him.
Yeah, that game is very weird. It's just a weird game. It's fun. It's got cool like representation in it, but the game itself just kind of plays a little funny.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, one thing I also just came up with that I wanted to say is I miss Smash Dojo. Smash Dojo was so exciting and fun when Brawl was coming out, and they were just like, "Oh, here's a new character."
They would update every week.
Yeah, it was so much fun. They were like, "Oh, here's a new character. Oh, here's a new stage.
Here's more music.
here's more songs that'll be in the game." It was just so exciting and fun because you're just like it was like waiting for like a magazine to come, like a Game Informer or Nintendo Power to come in the mail.
If I remember correctly, it was like every Saturday at like 4.
There's a truck going by that's really loud.
It was like every Saturday, I think at 4. So it was like Friday, then you're like, oh boy, Smash Dojo's gonna update tomorrow. Then you wait till like 4, it's like, alright, so once it hits like 4:30, then you're like, okay, definitely, there's something there. Then you go on, and it's like, boom, next thing.
Yeah, I know, that's the thing. That's just what I loved about Smash Dojo. It was so exciting. And they don't do that anymore. It's very sad.
The only thing I was confused about was like new character Pit. Like, who's Pit?
No, you didn't play. You didn't grow.
I didn't play Kid Icarus.
Oh, I did.
Pit?
I did. I was like, oh, Pit, sweet. I was like, Pit's been dead for like 15 years. He's been dead for like a decade.
So. Me before is like the younger kids now that play Smash. Like, who's that?
Yeah, it's like all the little kids that are like, who's Terry?
Yeah, it was like, who's Pit?
Why is there a truck driver in my game?
Yeah. I can't remember. I was gonna make a joke about that, but I can't seem to remember the person's name, so the joke is dead.
What, you mean like buff Pokemon trainer?
No, I was gonna say it was Pee-wee's Big Adventure with that truck driver.
Large Marge?
Large Marge, there it is. I was gonna say, why is Large Marge in Smash?
Or let Large Marge be in the game. Alright. I don't know of who the other character could be. Could get Big Band from Skullgirls. Just do that.
That's what I'm rooting for.
They're not represented at all.
Yeah, well, we need more indie reps.
I mean, they don't count as Konami anymore, so.
And we need an indie playable character, because Sans doesn't count.
The indie characters generally end up being like assist trophies. That's what happened to Shovel Knight.
Assist trophies or Mii costumes. Because I'm sure Shantae is going to happen with that, too. Like, if they ever put Shantae or, like, some indie representation, they're going to make
I would love for Shantae to be in the game. I wouldn't doubt she'd end up being an assist trophy, though. I would love for her to be in the game, though.
Although I'm not entirely sure if she was an assist trophy, wouldn't she be, like, just that, like, the same as that kid that just transforms into an animal and jumps at you?
No, they can just take her from Shantae and the Pirate's Curse and just give her, like, all of Risky's weapons.
Might as well
like
make it Risky.
Like, yeah, but Shantae's the main character.
Make Shantae playable, make Risky assist.
That would be cool.
Like, oh, this character comes with an assist trophy.
Yeah, they could take Shantae from Shantae and the Pirate's Curse, so she doesn't have any of her magic, and she's got, like, Risky's sword and, like, a cannon to help her jump, and, various other things. And, like, she got her hair whip. Wait, Shantae and the Pirate's Curse was a very good game. I loved that game. I want to play Half Genie Hero before Seven Sirens comes out.
Like, I'm already imagining, like, her up special, if they use the cannon, to be the same as me Gunner. Like, just shoot down and then, like, start spinning around in the air.
Well, in the game, you could shoot it twice.
Oh, so it'd be like Pikachu.
Well, you can only shoot it down.
Oh, boom, boom.
Yeah.
So you can do it once and then do it again.
So essentially, it would be like her second jump. Although, actually, no, it would be better as a special because it's also an attack because it shoots a cannonball out.
So you could pull a Mega Man, do like your up special, jump up special. So more like Bayo.
Yeah, because Bayo can do that. Then she's got like a running sword attack like Samus in Super Metroid when you have like the super speed and you can just run through walls. Yeah, she could do that except she runs really fast and holds out a sword in front of her, so which is really cool. And then she has like her classic hair whip. You know.
Yeah, she has in every game.
Yeah. But no, Shantae and the Pirate's Curse is really good. It was a good game. I loved it. The art style is really cool. It looks great.
I've only played the Game Boy Color one.
Oh, you want to play the first one?
Yeah, I played and beat it because I got on the 3DS and then.
Oh, okay. We'll have to play all the other ones on the show. I'll get Risky's Revenge. I have Pirate's Curse on my Wii U.
We can get Half Genie Hero, and then when Seven Sirens comes out, we can get that too.
Yeah. I would play Doom 64 on the show when it comes out because it got delayed, which sucks. But,
it's alright. Like,
but it'll come out better.
It's coming out the same month as Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
In March.
The Switch versions, no, it's coming out the same day. March 20th of 2020. But the Switch version's not coming out March 20th. It's coming out later. Because Doom Eternal on the Switch does not want to compete with Animal Crossing.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Because, yeah, it's coming out because they delayed it to the same day as Animal Crossing. It was coming out March 20th of 2020. And so they're like, we don't want to release the Switch version on that day because no one will buy it because everyone's been waiting for Animal Crossing. And they know that, so they're like, we'll release it later.
Yeah, because, like, there's no way we can compete with Animal Crossing. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. But you'll be able to play a Nintendo 64 game on PS4 and Xbox One. Because if you pre-order Doom Eternal, they'll give you Doom 64 for free. On whatever platform you get it on. So if you get it on Xbox One, you could play Doom 64 on your Xbox One. Which, I mean, makes sense because, like, with the Rare Replay, you can already play, like, Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie and Conker's Bad Fur Day, which were N64 games. But being able to play a Nintendo 64 game on my PS4 would be weird. It would be weird to me.
It just has more buttons.
Okay, but, it's supposed to be about Smash. We're getting off topic here.
I mean, we're doing Smash, then
Yeah,
Smash got trailed off something else.
Yeah. Okay. I guess the only other Smash thing I can think of is, who do you think has the worst recovery in the game?
Mac?
Would you say Mac?
Yeah.
I think the Belmonts are worse.
Belmonts have worse recovery?
I think they're easier to gimp than Mac.
Maybe. But if you're close enough, you can just use your whip and grab the ledge.
Yeah, but if you're not, you're dead. Whereas
so is Mac.
Yeah, but Mac has Haymaker that he can use to get closer. Whereas the Belmonts don't have a move like that to use.
So you can get ever so closer, but you're not going to get it anyway.
With the Belmonts, at least with Mac, you have a choice between using your second jump and using Haymaker. Whereas the Belmonts, you can only use your second jump. You don't have any other choice. Unless you're close enough to the stage, you can use your whip. But if you're not, you have to use your jump. Like, you have nothing else.
I guess.
Which is why I feel like they have the worst recovery.
It really all depends on who you ask, I guess.
I've always believed that the Belmonts had a worse recovery than Mac. As much as I love playing Simon, because Simon's very fun, his recovery is really bad. For that reason exactly. It's like, your only option off stage is to use your jump. Like, you have nothing else. So, whereas with Mac, you can, like, wait. You can use Haymaker, and then you can wait, and then use your jump, and then up B. Yeah. So I feel like you have, even if it's only slightly, you have more options than you do with the Belmonts.
Right.
That's my reasoning. You know, and then Dr. Mario is also really bad.
Pretty bad. Because
I mean,
even using Dr. Tornado still won't really help.
Yeah, kind of a little bit, but not much.
His
jumps themselves, his jumps are still awful.
It would be the same as Mac, where if you do you can either do Dr. Tornado or your second jump first. Like I'd say if you're close enough, use your Dr. Tornado first, just so then you're able to kind of get yourself forward.
Yeah.
But if you do it second, then you're just gonna go up and then back down, and it won't really help with.
Yeah, so you're supposed to use it first. Just to kind of give you at least a little bit of leeway. It's kind of like Mario and Smash 64, where it's like it didn't help that much, but it gave you a little leeway with like controlling yourself in the air before you used your jump.
It's not like Luigi and Melee, where you do it on the ground first, and the next one is in the air. You go.
Yeah,
flying.
it's kind of weird, but that's just how it works. You have to use it on the ground, and then you can use it in the air.
You gotta charge it.
Yeah, basically. That's basically, yeah. You have to charge it on the ground first. You gotta get that friction, and then you can, oh, whoa! You can, you know, he has no friction, so he just slips in the air, and he doesn't go up.
And yeah, it was every game except for Ultimate, where if you use it on the ground, you can just slide everywhere. You just move really fast. Like especially in Melee, you're just like, yahoo!
Yeah, I know, but in Melee it sucked. You could use it to hit the opponent in the air to get them off you, but it's not like you could kill anyone with it. It wasn't very strong.
Not like
you just needed it for your recovery.
Not like Smash 64, where if someone was really high, you could use it, hit them, and then it's good, and then it's actually good enough to make them start KO.
Oh yeah.
In 64, you could do that.
I didn't use Luigi in 64. Wasn't really a fan. I just stuck with Mario.
I mean, yeah, Mario is obviously better. Luigi's like bottom 5.
Yeah, it's because Mario just has like his multi-hits just work better. Because you can do down air into down B with Luigi, but his down B is one hit.
Yeah, so you're better off doing down air and then like a smash attack rather than with Mario.
Or down air into like his special punch.
Yeah, you can do that. That's pretty easy.
Secret technique.
That's not that hard to land. You can do the infinite up tilt with a puff on anybody. Just like up tilt, and if they have enough damage, then their hit stun's too great. You can just jump and rest.
She does her tiny kick. That it's basically her whole body.
And Smash 64 is the only one where it has a front hitbox, like Kirby's. And then every other game, it only has a back hitbox.
Yeah, weird. All right,
it sucks.
That's okay. As long as it's fun and you know how it works, then it doesn't really matter how bad it is. Till you go to a tournament, and then it does matter. But
yeah, then you forget.
Right. But I think that's gonna be it for this. So it's been nice to be able to just sit down and discuss things and be able to focus on what we're talking about, even though we do get sidetracked. But you know,
yeah,
that's okay.
Like we do with Shantae and stuff.
Yeah, no, that's because like I would think of something and I'll start talking about it, and then like I even like reference something and I'm just like, oh, by the way, this, and then you just go off on like. You just take turns that you didn't mean to, and then you're like, oh crap, I don't know where the main road is now.
Like, wait a minute,
go
what?
backwards.
Wait a minute, what? Where were we?
Alright. But I guess this will end it here. We'll probably do more of these. This has been fun.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah. Alright. Well, yeah, we'll come on, we'll discuss other games and stuff. But yeah, we'll plan that out, and the next time we have a chance we'll do it, so.
Right.
Alright.
Ooh,
yeah,
boy.
and I guess we should also just tell the people that if they listen to this, then they should comment down below on all the questions that we ask, and they can give their opinions.
Yeah, but
you know, because it's good to know.
Yeah, but I know people usually do ask audience to comment and stuff, but I don't really like saying it.
That's alright. Well, that's why I said it. Getting input is good. You know, growing the community is good. Coming to like. Well, I mean, can't come to like a final decision because everyone has their own opinions, and some people are not persuadable, but
I know something like that.
You know, it's nice to be able to at least try to have like a reasonable conversation and not get like upset when someone says something you don't like or something you disagree with. There's no reason to get like furious with them.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. But yeah, we're cutting this off here. So until next time, guys.
Okay.
Bye.